Look at this. We've got an email from our owner-to-be, and they have submitted their configuration with all of the details. And so I'm going to enter that into the database. Now you're probably thinking, come on, enough with the computer stuff. Let's just build this ukulele. But I'm going to show you the database because it really is what drives the kind of planning part of our business, and it's very important to us. So I'm just going to look here at the configuration and remind myself of it. I could, of course, flip back and forth the email, but I don't want to do a lot of that on the video. So I know what the configuration looks like. Now I'm going to go to the database, and I've already brought up the record for this particular instrument. This is the page where we enter in all of the information, pricing, the customer, and then everything about the instrument. And over here on the right, you can see a set of red, they're buttons in the database, and they're actions. They cause the database to send emails to the owner, a variety of emails, and tell us what the status of the instrument is. So quickly, by looking at this, we can tell where the instrument is. And as you can see on this one, there's only one green button, so only one thing has happened. So I'm going to enter in the information now on the database. I should also say that once this information is entered, along with the dates that are already there, all of the various reports on our business are generated automatically from the database. So a report is generated for Ben that tells them what fretboards need to be made, and for Carrie on what necks need to be made, and for us when to start an instrument, what cases to bring to the shop, what instruments go to UPS on a day. All of that comes from the database. Without this, we couldn't run this business. So I'm going to start up here and put in the information. It's a tenor size, which is 14 frets to the body, always. A classic is the model. It's a Cascade series instrument. Master grade, chocolate heart, myrtle for the top and the back. Okay. Body binding is walnut. There's no special abalone purfling on this, with walnut fretboard binding. There's no pickup, and on the Cascade instruments we put in the boxwood end pin. It's peg head tuners with an oil finish. It's a custom head plate, which means it's the body wood and walnut, the binding wood. All right. These are some fields if it's a bean sprout banjo, so they're not important for this instrument. It's high G. We're going to put a leaf inlay on the fretboard. I'll go back to that and tell you something about that in a minute. A walnut rosette. The neck is Port Orford cedar with a maple fretboard, a maple bridge, and the instrument will be picked up. So a couple things to notice here. One is that as we are doing these things, you see the price automatically got put together, and it calculates the price of the instrument, $2,050. So I'm going to go up here and put that in, $2,050, and I'm going to put in a $300. It was a $300 deposit, and it was made on the 1st. I'm going to end up taking that information out because this is a fake instrument. I don't want it to affect my other reports I run on financial things. So, but I'll leave it in for now so you can see it calculates the total amount due, and it has a place here where I can put in partial payments. A lot of people pay along the way. Okay, and I just want to tell you about this leaf inlay. You can see it's in red, and that's to let me know that the fretboard is not ready. So I can quickly look at this and I can run reports on that. When Ben makes the fretboard, I can click that button and it tells me with that color that the fretboard has been made but not inlaid, and it's down at Larry Robinson's. And when I click it again, it goes green, which tells me now that the fretboard is complete and we're ready to go. I'm going to turn it back to red. The last thing I need to do here is send an email to our customer and tell them that the order is confirmed. So I'm going to hit that button right there, order confirmation, and it says it's going to send an email. And the next step in the process, once we've done that, is to hear back from the customer saying, I'm sure that this is the wood that I want, because Shard will not start wood selection until the customer has said, yes, it's the size, the model, and the wood that we want. So I have the database automatically put that information in. So I'm going to say OK. Now you can see that order confirmation here went to green, and the next wood action is get confirmation of the specs. Now I'm going to accelerate our little demo here and just pretend that we have now heard back from the customer and they have said, yes, I'm sure. I want master grade chocolate heart myrtle, and I want a tenor classic. And when I get that email from them, then I click the button up here that says we are ready for wood selection, and that's a trigger for Char to tell her that we're good to go. And then I go down here for the next wood action, and I say we've got to send photos or links with a date. And I'm going to actually move that date back a little bit to right there. And what that does by doing that is there's a report that Char can run that tells her all of the various people that need anything to happen with their instrument as far as wood goes. And this goes on the report with that date, and it will trigger her to send an email with a link to the wood gallery. And that will be the subject of our next video. Thanks, and bye-bye.